Hey there, Budheads. Welcome back to my channel for a second installment in what I'm calling musical influences. And today's topic is really what I want to get across is all about giving credit where credit is due. And today's topic is about kind of the state of guitar and the guitar community, specifically electric guitar. So in the past 4 to 5 years, I think many of you have probably seen the same articles that I have seen over and over again about how electric guitar is not the same, nobody wants to hear it and necessarily featured in songs, that being the guitar solos. Sales are down, kids aren't picking it up. For me, of course, I am a guitar player, so my natural inclination is to disagree with that because it's alive and well in my everyday life. But when I look around at musicians, musical artists that are crushing it out there, I believe that it is actually very alive and well. And in particular, and something that I don't see very often spoken about, is with women. I think there's a lot of lead female artists out there that are playing the electric guitar in their acts and are downright killing it. So I want to give you guys 5 artists as examples in no particular order that I'm a fan of and believe that, you know, they are helping kind of shift. I think there's a bit of a shift going on in the guitar community. You know, we've all seen those articles of top 50 guitarists of all time, and let's face it, it's predominantly men. It's all men. You know, and that's not to discredit the accomplishments that, you know, Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Page, so on and so forth have accomplished on the electric guitar, but I feel like there's a passing of the torch within the guitar community with the prevalence of this instrument. Women are slaying it. And so here's 5 artists that I've picked out, again, in no particular order, and just a very small sample size of what I'm talking about. I'd like to share that with you today. So the first artist I want to tell you about is Jacky Benson. Jacky blends an eclectic style of blues, rock, neo-soul, R&B flavors, and she's been featured on NPR's Tiny Desk contest. They will feature some of the entries, and she was one of them. I first discovered her, I believe it was a friend of mine down in Juneau that hosted her for a gig, and unfortunately I wasn't able to go to that. Juneau's pretty far from where I live in Alaska, but I saw that through social media and I had to check her out, see what kind of music she plays. And she's very prevalent on the live streaming on Facebook and I believe Twitch. Check out her single Flying from 2017. The next artist is someone in particular that John Mayer would say plays the tones in between notes, which is very hard to do. It takes great proficiency and great feel. And he was referencing Melanie Fay. She seems to have just skyrocketed in the past year to 2 years, but she's an R&B musician. She's pretty young too. I believe she was born in '98, according to her Wikipedia, and makes me feel old. But nonetheless, her guitar playing is as smooth as glass, and it's a very unique sound. Check out her single, It's a Moot Point, from 2020. The next artist act is Americana roots rock power duo and sisters. Larkin Poe is the name of the act, and the sisters are Rebecca and Megan Lavelle. Rebecca plays the electric guitar, and Megan plays the lap steel. They do lots of covers on their YouTube channel, and they're sometimes been touted as the little sisters of the Allman Brothers, so that kind of gives you a feel for what their sound is. Badasses. Great vocals, great guitar playing. They even do some lessons online as well, but they fit into that Americana feel with other acts such as Marcus King, Lucas Nelson, which is a genre that I'm a huge fan of. Check out their single, She's a Self-Made Man, from the album Self-Made Man in 2020. I had to double check that. So the fourth guitarist that I want to tell you about is Dr. Molly Miller. She's a highly in-demand Los Angeles studio musician, and she's probably most known for performing with Jason Mraz and being a part of the house band for ABC's The Bachelor. When not rocking on the stage, though, or in the studio, she's actually the chair of the guitar department at the Los Angeles College of Music. And recently I just saw that she was promoting the new line of Harmony guitars out of the Gibson factory. Very unique artist and background. I actually got to see her play at a local music festival here in Alaska called Salmon Fest, and it was a fantastic show. She shred alongside Jason Mraz there. So another great artist to go check out. Last female artist, guitarist that I'd like to tell you about, I discovered on through social media, on Instagram, through her covers, and that's Angela Petrilli. She's most known for those Instagram covers, as well as her band Roses and Cigarettes, with unfortunately her late partner Jenny Pagliaro, if I'm saying that correctly. I hope I am. She's also a regular guest at Norman's Rare Guitars YouTube channel and guitar shop. If you're a guitar player and you love vintage guitars, you're very well aware of Norman's Rare Guitar. But she actually once got a shout out again from John Mayer. He was doing a stand-up NAMM talk, and somebody asked him about female guitarists, and he mentioned Angela Petrilli, and you know, she plays with the Houses of the Holy album cover right above her, and it's a very distinct brand that she has on Instagram, and she got a shout out from him. But another great guitarist that's shredding it, that's keeping the guitar community alive. And check out her single, the single from Roses and Cigarettes, Fast As I Can, from their album Echoes and Silence. So folks, once again, this is just my opinion. Feel free to disagree, but again, I just want to give credit where credit's due, because I don't hear this talked about a lot, and that's just the prevalence of it seems like there's more and more female guitarists out there that are really keeping the electric guitar community afloat and alive, and I just want to make sure that credit is given where credit is due. And these 5 musicians that I'm mentioning are, again, just a small sample size. So if you have an artist that you think I should know about, please do like first, and then comment in the comment section below and tell me about them. Let's start a dialogue here. Again, this is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. I'm happy to chat with you through the comments. Let me know what you think if I'm totally off base here. But I do believe that the electric guitar is alive and well, in particular with the prevalence of female artists that have really kicking ass with it. So that's all I got for you today, Budheads. Appreciate you stopping by. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. It's always my intent to respond as quickly as possible and acknowledge everybody that takes the time to comment. So with that, peace and love. Take care.